Okay, this is April 21st, 2011. My airplane is here in the front of the hangar, Weedhopper 1993. The fabric is like new, actually, I would say. Here's 20-year-old fabric on my Quick. There's no damage to the fabric. I cut a hole with a hot knife for the tether on the BRS right in the middle of the wing there, which attaches to the boom right at the center of gravity. There's the BRS. The BRS is 6 years old. There's a battery for the electric starter. This is the handle for the chute. I keep it locked when I'm not around. Choke, throttle, cockpit. There's a hole there where there was an airspeed indicator that didn't work, and I've been meaning to take out that altimeter. It doesn't work properly. Got a cylinder head temperature, exhaust gas temperature, voltmeter, and a fuel gauge. Fuel tank is on the back of the seat. There's a drain cock over here to drain the low point of the fuel. There's an on and off cock underneath the tank. This has a steel axle, this airplane. Wheelbarrow wheels. I have tubes that I was planning to put in here because the one on the right side has a slow leak, but I keep those blocks of wood under it so that it doesn't go completely flat and come off the rim. And I just pump it up before I fly. It's got a switch here for strobes and the kill switch and a key switch for the starter. Okay, moving along here. The engine is upright. Single carb, single ignition. It's got a 3-blade prop. I think that's a power fin, I believe. And it says 357 on it. So that's been on there since '07. The previous owner did that and did the deluxe exhaust. Did away with the springs. He claims he spent $7,000 on it before I got it. The pod was adapted from something else that he did, and I believe he made the windshield. The windshield has a little crack in it. There, right in the middle, up at the top there, and here. Step brake that the previous owner engineered. Weedhopper brakes are pitiful at best. Control, you asked about the control handle. There is a little bit of slop in there, but that's normal for a weedhopper. I've never seen a weedhopper that didn't have that slop in it. This is a elevator trim right there, bungee cord. This one particular one, Tim, the previous owner, adapted some auto seat belts to make it a kind of a 3-point hitch, a 3-point setup. I use the hulls. I put a plastic bag over it when I'm not here. I uncovered it so you can see it. I'm moving kind of fast because I'm trying to keep the video down to a reasonable length. I believe about 6 minutes is what I'm shooting for. Here's the tether for the BRS, and there's that hole that I was talking about. I put in the fabric with a hot knife. These zip ties are supposed to break off if you ever deploy the chute. What else? Power rudder, meaning that it's got this additional part from here forward. That strobe never has worked. These strobes here on the side of the boom work. There's a strobe underneath the pod that was working when I got it, but it quit working. What else? Like I said, the fabric is dusty. I don't believe in washing them because the birds will sit on them here. Anyway, what else do I need to tell you? It runs strong. I've put about 100 hours on it. I don't know what Tim put on it. I don't know what it had on it before Tim got it. I don't really know where Tim got it. Tim, I believe, is still in the Weedhopper group. His name is Tim Weatherington, and he goes by Oric1. That's his photos are in the group. Oh, someday the boot, I've been meaning to pull this. It's got electrical tape that someone put on over the top of that boot. It works fine. I imagine they either did it to cover up a crack or to keep it from getting sun on it. But anyway, the boot, car boot, would probably be wise to change the car boot. I've done nothing to this airplane since I've gotten it. All I did was take the choke cable off and soak it in oil because it was getting real hard to move. But now it's working all right. But when I got it, it was stiff, and then it got almost impossible to. So I took the choke cable off. It's a fuel filter, bulb. What else? It's got a little mini tack right there, which probably has the hours on it because it records time also. The front tire also, I have to pump it up once in a while, and it's got some, actually all the tires have some little weather cracking on there, but like I said, I have tubes that I bought for this, which would probably necessitate making a bigger hole in there for the valve stem to come through. All right, we're at 6 minutes and 44 seconds. What else? When you're folded up, they recommend in the group putting these little bleach bottle pieces there so it makes it slide easier. You don't have to disconnect this when you disconnect the thrust spar and the rear spar. Fold the wing up and it folds back. You put the tips of the wing on top of take the struts off, of course, and the tips of the wing get bundled up and put onto the rudder. If you're going to transport it, I recommend you must really, if you're going to go more 55 miles an hour, take the tail off and secure it somewhere in there. The reason I'm selling it is because I want this hangar space for my camper. I've got an old camper van that I want to get under roof, and that's, I need the money and I need the space. I'm hanging on to my two-place quick, and that's about it. Thank you. Stop. How do you stop this thing?